welcome back. Today I decided to share my fall beauty favorites and some disappointments. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I haven't done a favorites video in a while, and every time I film one of these I always say that because for some reason it takes me months to actually gather products that I love, and then when that happens I just have too much to talk about. Ends up being a really long video. Anyway, it is Sunday. I don't know why I'm so dressed up. I literally have nothing going on. I dressed up for you guys. It is Sunday, 11:50. I think what we're gonna do today is film this video and then maybe go outside and shoot some stuff for the vlog now that I have like all this makeup on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get started. I'm gonna start with skincare just because I only have a few to talk about, and the first product is brand new to me and I already love it. I actually discovered this on Mariana Hewitt's YouTube channel and I was like, gotta give it a try. So this is the Wren Skincare Flash Hydro Boost Instant Plumping Emulsion. So what it basically does is smooth out your skin and give you like more of a plumping effect. So it's an anti-aging product. So it's very interesting because the way you use it, I've never used anything like this before. You wash your face like you normally would, you dry it, and then you apply this all over your face like you would with a moisturizer. And then you want to wet your fingers and then go ahead and massage the product in, and basically the water activates the ingredients and it just plumps your skin, like I said, smooths it and preps it for makeup. So this is something that I use every time I'm gonna put makeup on. Afterwards, you can just go straight to your foundation, or you can also apply moisturizer, primer, whatever you want. In that sense, it's great because you could either leave it or apply more skincare products on top of it. I have it on today, and again, when you first use it, you can already sense like a little bit of a difference, but obviously as you use it more often, you see more results. All right, next I'm going to talk about two primers that I love, especially in the fall and winter time because your skin gets really dry, and these guys are so hydrating, especially if you have dry to normal skin. You are going to love it. So the first one is the Marc Jacobs primer. I'm sure you guys have seen this a gazillion times because I feel like all beauty YouTubers use this. They did send this to everyone, so I feel like that's one reason why everyone tried it, but I fell in love with it. I honestly feel like it's one of the best primers. It doesn't break me out. It's great for sensitive skin. And then the next one is the Too Faced Hangover primer. Again, same thing. Everyone talks about it and everyone raves about it. It is just as good as the Marc Jacobs one. So I love both of them. Obviously, this one is a little bit more inexpensive, so I wanted to talk about both of them. And they're both hydrating, but like I said, this one is a little more like lightweight. It doesn't feel like you've got too much product on your skin, whereas this one is a little on the creamier side. Very, very hydrating, and it works great on my skin. Next, I'm going to talk about foundations, and I literally have 8 in front of me, but I'm not going to talk about all of them. So the first one is going to be the All Nighter foundation by Urban Decay. I'm not into full coverage foundations. I am so surprised that I fell in love with this foundation because full coverage foundations just look so cakey and heavy on me. It does a good job covering the skin, but then like it just looks so heavy, and I don't like foundations that look like that on the skin. But this guy over here gives you full coverage without making it look heavy or cakey. If you haven't tried this, I recommend giving it a try. Even if you get like a sample from Sephora or wherever they sell this, Ulta, you could just get a sample, give it a try. I absolutely adore this foundation for events and things like that because it just gives me the most beautiful full coverage without looking cakey or heavy. So love this for a full coverage. So this next foundation is an all-time favorite. I feel like I love this all year round. This is the Makeup Forever HD or Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This is so amazing. I mean, I also love the Lancome stick foundations. I think they're both amazing. I used to love the Lancome one more than this one, I feel like. And then recently, I've just been gravitating more towards the Makeup Forever one a little bit. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the color that works better for me. But this is the 153, or the new color is Y405. That's my color. Look at how yellow that is. It just looks so beautiful on my skin. Okay, so this next foundation I fell in love with in New York City. I was recently there with Elle magazine and they had me using this Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Foundation. This is their Cushion Stick Radiant Makeup. This is brand new. Basically what it is you twist and then the product comes right out of here. And so you could use this directly on your skin. Personally, I think it's a little too small to cover all of your skin and it will take a little bit longer than your regular kabuki brush. So I like to just use my kabuki brush all over, and then I use the sponge under my eyes and then around my nose, like little areas like that. But overall, I think this is such an amazing foundation for every day. It's a light to medium coverage. If you have blemishes or imperfections, you do have to use a concealer to pinpoint and conceal. It's not a full coverage foundation. This is a very dewy, light to medium coverage foundation, and I absolutely love it for every day. It's so, so good. Okay, last foundation is by Lemare, and this is my first time using Lemare foundation, and I am in love with it. It's got a lot of great skincare benefits to it, and what I love about it is that it is very, very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It feels like you've got moisturizer on your skin. That's what it feels like. It's not like a full coverage foundation. I would say it's a light to medium coverage again, and it just gives you a beautiful canvas to work with. It's got SPF 20. If you've got blemishes, imperfections, again, you gotta use a concealer. I love the packaging. Look how cute it is. I just did like a cute little flat lay on my Instagram of this, and everyone loved it. I only have one concealer to talk about just because nothing beats this. I mean, I've used this every single day since I got it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It works great for under the eyes. It works great for just pinpoint concealing on the face. It is so good. I recommend getting 2 shades, one for the under eye area and one for, like, you know, if you've got anything that you want to conceal on the face. It is just so good, and it is give full coverage concealer without feeling or looking too heavy. The wand itself is so big. Look at that. I only have 2 to talk about, and the first one I've talked about like a gazillion times. If you guys are sick and tired of hearing about this, I apologize, but it is one of my favorite highlighters. It is so subtle. It just gives you the most beautiful highlight without looking frosty or just too much, you know? It just looks so pretty on the high points of the cheeks. The shade that I love the most is number 5. This is number 5, and it's a cream to powder finish. It's not like super creamy, because I feel like when a product is so creamy, it's a little too hard to work with because you got to be careful, blend it really well, apply powder on top. This is a cream to powder, so you can apply it over powder and you'll be totally fine. The next highlighter is by Jouer. I don't know if they're still out of stock or what the deal is with this. I need to check, but it is so good. Now this one is a little bit heavier, okay, so it's not as subtle as the Lancome one. This is more like in your face kind of bling, you know? If you're into that, you're gonna love this. I hope that they're back in stock. I love the packaging too. It's so pretty. Jouer packaging is like awesome. I love it. We're gonna move on to bronzers. The first one is by Kiko, and this is a product that I've used on my channel before. It's like a double or like a duo, highlight and contour duo. It's a cream product, so again, it is a little bit difficult to work with because you have to like apply it and blend really well, and then of course set it in place with a translucent powder so that it doesn't move throughout the day. But the contour color itself is just so beautiful, and it works really well for my skin tone. It just looks very, very natural. So this is a great product. The highlight itself is great too. A little too subtle for my taste, but it's very, very good. If you like a very, very subtle highlight, you'll like it, but I like the contour shade a little more than the highlight shade, to be honest. Okay, so the next highlight contour duo that I've been loving is by MAC. This is a brand new product, and I've been using it a ton since I got it. I absolutely love the texture. Again, I love the contour side a little more than the highlight side. It's not that the highlight side is not good. It is very good, but it's a little creamy, and again, you have to just like blend a bunch. It's really beautiful, but the contour side is just so beautiful, and it works really well for like the hollows of the cheeks. That's kind of what I have on the hollows of my cheeks, and then I went over it with a powder bronzer. But I have all of the shades. They also have blushes, so I'll just swatch like a darker one right over there, and then this is more of a champagne kind of color. It's great. I think it's just such a beautiful creamy product. It blends very easily on the skin. I love it. Last bronzer that I've been like obsessed with is by Laura Mercier. It is a baked bronzer, and it's not necessarily for contouring. It's like an overall bronzer to give your skin just beautiful color, like you've been in the sun. So you would just kind of apply it all over like that, not really contour with it. It's such a beautiful color, and I just have been loving the texture because it's very, very smooth and creamy. It melts, like it's just amazing. I've got 2 blushes to talk about. I want to say I've talked about this Bobbi Brown blush before. It's awesome. It is Sand Pink number 1. I've had this for like over a year or so, I want to say. It is so pretty. It's perfect for fall because it's got like that plum undertone. It's just so beautiful for fall. I have very little on the apples of my cheeks, not a lot, but I've just been absolutely loving this. Okay, so the next blush that I've been loving is Copperstone by MAC. Again, all matte. It's just more of a subtle blush, you know. If you're not in the mood for something too colorful, I guess, then you would like this. I wish that MAC would start putting mirrors here. I don't know why they don't do that, but I would really appreciate a little mirror there. Anyway, this is great. It's more of like a peachy brownie undertone, so it's different from the Bobbi Brown one because that one's a little bit more plum. I've been obsessed with one mascara for a while now. It just gives you so much volume. I know it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. It's so good if you like a lot of volume. It doesn't like clump up on the eyes either, so it's really good. Okay, so next I have been loving these Lily lashes. I have 6 of them. These are diamonds. They're probably my favorite, and then my second favorite is probably Goddess. They're all so beautiful. The band itself is a little thick. I wish it was thinner, but I think they have to do that in order to like fill it up with all these beautiful hairs, I guess. But they're amazing. I absolutely love them. I don't know why I just opened them because there's nothing in it. I have them on my eyes. Moving on to lips, and then we'll go into some disappointments I've got going on. Okay, so the first color, let's talk about the one I have on today. Smashbox is killing it with their lip colors. I mean, the colors are amazing, the texture, the formula, bomb.com. They're one of my favorite liquid lip colors. This one is called Outloud. It is such a beautiful fall color. It just screams fall, right? I love it. I think it's like such a beautiful orange. It is a matte liquid lip color, but it's not like crazy drying like most matte colors are, I feel like. And even when you feel it, like it just glides on, you know. It's very liquidy almost, like when you apply it, and it's very opaque. So this has been my jam. I love this color. Next, I've got a very similar color but much darker. This one is by Tarte Cosmetics, and this one's called Vibin. It swatches like this. So it's a lot darker than this one, but I just feel like the Smashbox one is so unique. It's very hard to find a color like this, but they're both really pretty. If you want like a subtle nude lip gloss that has a little bit of like fall vibes to it, I suggest giving this one a try. Walk of Shame by Urban Decay. This is their naked lip glosses. So this is a nude lip gloss with like a pinky and like a little bit of a plummy undertone. It's nude. I mean, it doesn't look like you've got any like crazy color on, but it's still that little undertone peaks and it gives you that fall vibe, if you know what I mean. The next one is by Honest Beauty. I've used this a ton. It's Generous Kiss. It's more of that brownie undertone for a great nude if you want like a nude with more of a brownie and peachy undertone. This next lip color is just stunning. I love a luxury lip color. I have a collection of like YSL, Dior. I just think it's so beautiful and I have it displayed. This is by Dior and the color that I'm obsessed with is 999. It's an all matte lip color. It is the perfect red and it's cute because it's got the little logo here too. The packaging is great too. So this is just something I just love having. It's so beautiful. It's a very creamy matte, if that makes any sense. When you apply it, it feels really nice on the lips. It's super creamy and hydrating. If I want a true brown, I feel like Dose of Colors does it well. This one is not a new color. She's had it for a while. This one is called Chocolate Wasted. I've used this a ton on my channel, or at least a few times, but this is just a beautiful chocolate if I'm ever in that like vampy kind of mood. It's such a great color. Okay, moving on to some disappointing products. Don't hate me. I don't like talking bad about brands, especially that I know how much time and effort goes into making a product. It's not like I'm talking crap at all. It's just something that didn't necessarily work for me. It may work for you, and if it has, please let me know in the comments below and I'll check it out and maybe be like, okay, I've been using this wrong. So the first product is by Charlotte Tilbury, and I hate talking about this because I love her and I love her brand. I think most of her products are so good, like just amazing, but this one didn't quite work for me. First of all, it swatches so nicely on the skin. Like I've been swatching it and it looks so pretty when you swatch it on the hand, but on the skin, and this could just be that my skin is really dry, it looks a little patchy and it looks a little frosty. The highlight isn't like one that just glides on. It looks subtle. It's not a very subtle highlight. It's just looks a little dry for my taste. So anyway, I just didn't love it. If you have oily skin, I bet this would look beautiful on you, but if you do have it and love it, let me know how you like to use it in the comments below. Oh my gosh, this product I feel like is such a waste of product. It's not even funny. This is by MAC, and you can only get this from the Pro Store, and I've been wanting to get this for so long, and finally I made my way over there. It's called Shine. So basically what it is, it's a product you put over an eyeshadow to make your eyeshadow look glossy. And this is something that they use mostly in photo shoots. It's more of an editorial type product, which I knew. I wasn't trying to make this last all day. When you apply it, first of all, I feel like it's too thick. So even when you tap on the eyeshadow, it messes the whole thing up. I tried it in so many different ways. I tried slightly gliding it. I tried tapping. I tried everything. It just doesn't work. This is like, it was just such a disappointment. Overall, I just was disappointed with this because I wanted to do something fun with my eyeshadow and make it glossy, and it just didn't quite work. So that's it for my fall beauty favorites and some disappointments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you use any of these products, if you love them, you hate them. I want to hear from you, you know? Other than that, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already on your way out. And I will see you guys next time, either on my channel, my blog, my social media. I'm kind of all over the place. I'll have all of my links down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye. Okay, so this thing over these lily. Okay, let's try that again. But when you, bleh. Am I talking too much? Probably.